Hi, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for watching and for subscribing. And if you're just visiting, please consider subscribing. So today I'm going to share with you my newest acquisitions. Some of these I purchased, some of these were Christmas gifts, some of them are blind buys, some I have tested before. There are some really great winners here, amazing finds, and there are some fails in here as well. So we have a little bit of everything in this haul. So without wasting any more time, let's get started with this haul. First, I'm going to show you a fragrance Dubois perfume, and it is Minuit at Demi. Here is the box. Now, before I open it, just a very short story. When this fragrance first came out, I had absolutely no interest in trying it out. No real reason why, I just wasn't interested in it. And when first reviews started coming in, I wasn't interested even more because many said, it's very similar to Changing Constance from Penhaligon's, which I have. It doesn't have the greatest performance, which is another minus. So I thought, no, I really don't need to try it. I don't need to have it. But as any fragrance addict, of course, I was curious to try it. I was curious to sample it, not to have the full bottle. And then my friend here on YouTube, Yulia from fragrancebuy.ca, sent me a decant because she got a full bottle and was generous enough to send me a decant. By the way, if you're not watching her channel, it will be linked in the description. You must check her out. She is just the funniest, quirkiest, most creative person here. You must check out her channel. Anyways, she sent me a decant. I tried it and I really, really liked it. For a while I was trying to convince myself, no, I like it, but I don't need a full bottle. And then Max Aroma was having a nice sale on Fragrance Dubois, and the rest, as they say, is history. I now have a full bottle. So again, this is the outside box. Inside of this box, of course, we have another black box. I mean, you've all seen Fragrance Dubois packaging. It's stunning. It's gorgeous. Here you go. Let me take out the bottle. Here it is. So Minuit at Demi from Fragrance Dubois. All right, so let's talk about this fragrance. First, the notes. We have cardamom, pimento, bergamot, caramel, coffee, vanilla, cinnamon, tobacco, musk, cedar, liquor, cashmeran, and vetiver. So many say that this is very, very similar to Changing Constance from Penhaligon's. And I would agree they have some similarities. But to me, they also have enough differences to justify having both. They really do. This one, I would say, is spicier. I definitely feel a lot of cardamom here, especially in the opening, a lot more than I get in Changing Constance. This one is also less sweet. To me, Changing Constance is a lot sweeter, and it is also a lot creamier. Like, it has a very creamy, buttery texture, which I don't get here. I really don't. This one is a little bit lighter and a little bit airier to my nose. So it is sweet, it is spicy. The sweetness, by the way, starts coming out more in a dry down. It gets sweeter the longer it sits on my skin, but it never goes to that really sweet, cloying category. No, it never does, and that's why it is definitely unisex, in my opinion, completely unisex. It is really kind of this intimate scent, which is, I think, what Demi intended with this fragrance, and I really do get that kind of vibe. It's not a very loud fragrance, so it is sweet, it is spicy, it is a little bit woody, it is just a little bit kind of chocolatey. that's about it. It's beautiful. It's really, really beautiful. And like I said, to me, it is different enough from Changing Constants to justify both. Now, the other issue, performance. Is it great? No, it's not great, but it is definitely 100% better than in Changing Constants, because you know that one really doesn't last at all. This one lasts much, much better. So at the end of the day, I'm really happy to have this bottle. Thank you, Yulia, for sending me a decant. If I hadn't tried it, I don't think I would have purchased it. And I absolutely love it. And I have to say, my husband really loves this scent as well. So this one is a huge winner for me. Now, I think in my last haul of last year, I showed you a fragrance from Scents of Wood, Plum in Cognac, and you know, I raved about that fragrance. I really, really loved it. Of course, it made me more curious about this house, but I really couldn't settle on any other full bottle that I wanted to have or that, you know, I kind of thought I was going to love. So instead, I decided to purchase a few of their discovery sets, especially because they were having, again, a really nice sale around the holiday time. And so I got 2 discovery sets. So first one has 3 of their travel sprays. It looks like this. And let me open it and show you. There you go. There are 3 of them. So we'll talk about these 3 first before I show you the second discovery set, which is a little bit different. Now, if you watched my latest epic declutter video, you will know that there are 2 of these sprays that did not work for me. And you know, when I purchased discovery set, I never expected all of them to work for me. The whole purpose was to try them and see if I liked anything and if anything was full bottle worthy. So 2 of them didn't work for me. I am decluttering them, and 2 of them really worked for me. So let's start with the ones that didn't work for me. The first one is Leather in Bourbon. So this one has sandalwood, resins, orris, suede, pink pepper, cardamom, styrax, patchouli, cumin, thyme, and birch tar. This one is okay. It's an okay scent. But for me, there's a little bit too much smokiness, too much of leather vibe. So it just wasn't my favorite. It wasn't terrible by any means, but you know, I didn't like it enough to keep it. So I am decluttering that one for sure. The second one, I'm trying to get them out. They're kind of hard to get. Here's the second one. This one is Sandalwood in Oak. I was very, very curious about this one, but unfortunately, spoiler, this one was the worst out of the 4. I absolutely hated this one. So this one has sandalwood, olibanum, sage, orris root, sugar, guaiac wood musk, pink pepper, and vanilla. And definitely I'm getting a lot of sandalwood in here, but I mentioned before that sandalwood could be like a tricky note for me in some instances where it's very, very prominent. I don't like it, and this is the case. This is kind of a sickening type of sandalwood to my nose. I know many love this one. Like, it's too creamy, too smooth. It almost has that pickles kind of scent that sandalwood often gets. And so I'm almost can't even distinguish anything else. Like, sandalwood overpowers this scent so much for me and makes it quite unpleasant. So this one is a no. And so both of these, Leather in Bourbon and Sandalwood in Oak, are getting decluttered. In fact, they already found a better home. I just need to send them to that home. Now let's talk about the 2 that I did like. Now, the first one is Oud in Bourbon. Clearly, I like boozy scents, so I got 2 that featured the note of bourbon. This one has coffee, cacao, labdanum, oud, saffron, frangipani, vanilla, patchouli. This one is beautiful. It is rich, it is deep, it is smoky, it is woody, it is oody, it is sweet. You definitely feel a little bit of coffee in here, and you are definitely getting a bit of booziness as well. It's a beautiful scent. I like it. My husband absolutely loves it and kind of claimed it as his own at this point. He said, you have enough. I really love this one, and he has been using it. You know, might not look like a lot, but yeah, he's used it many times, and I love it on him as well. So I have to admit, I encourage him to use it as well. So this one is beautiful. We both love it. It is unisex. Maybe some will consider that it's leaning, masculine leaning a little bit more, but really it is unisex. So that was the first discovery set. Now, the second discovery set was a little bit different. This one included one of their travel sprays and a candle. So let me take out the candle first. And I haven't used it yet, even though I received this a while ago because I wanted to show you the full candle, but I can't wait to use it because it smells great. There you go. That's the candle. And the scent that I chose here is Praline in Maple. So let me read you the notes first. We have black pepper, pink pepper, cloves, roasted praline, pear balsam, olibanum, patchouli, woody notes. This one is stunning. I love, 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 love this one. This one is gorgeous. I wish they would make it in a full bottle. Sandalwood, if you're watching me by some miracle, which I know you're not, but we need this one in a full bottle. I would buy it in a heartbeat. This one is stunning. Now, let me tell you what it smells like. If you were to combine Replicas by the Fireplace with Unknown Pleasures from Kerosene, this is what I get here. I really get a combination of these two fragrances. That's what it smells like to me. And it's really interesting because when I spray it, and if I bring my hand close to my nose, I get more of that By the Fireplace vibe. But if I get whiffs of this smell, just kind of in the cloud around me, it smells more like Unknown Pleasures from Kerosene. That's what I get from it. Absolutely love it. This is a stunning scent. This is my cup of tea. I love it. And I will also mention that, you know, none of the fragrances from Sandalwood that I have tried are beasts at all. They're kind of on the lighter side. But from everything that I have tried, this one is actually the strongest. This one performs the best. By far the best. So Praline in Maple is stunning. I want a full bottle. They need to make it in a full bottle because when I checked, I only see this as part of this discovery set. I don't see this available in full bottle. I hope that it will become available. I will get a full bottle for sure. This is beautiful. All right, next we have a fragrance from a house that nobody really talks about. It's very difficult to find any reviews on this house and on this fragrance, but not just this fragrance, just this house in general. Like nobody on YouTube talks about it, and I kind of ran across it accidentally a while back, was really curious to try it, and finally pulled the plug and purchased one of the fragrances, the one that I thought I was going to like. No surprise, the one that kind of looked the most gourmand to me. So I am talking about Lengling Munich. This is a German niche brand, and I purchased a la carte or number 6. So here's the box, very sturdy, very nice packaging, really nice presentation. I really love the bottle. This is 50 ml, comes with a little pamphlet here with the information. So let me take it out and show it to you closely. Really nice looking bottle, packaging, everything is top notch. Now, let's talk about the scent. So this has toffee, vanilla, pistachio, oud, styrax, pink pepper, sandalwood, and olibanum. The notes sound really interesting. I thought this was something that I was going to like, and I will tell you, this unfortunately is kind of a fail for me. It's not a total fail, but it is a fail. The fragrance is nice, but nothing more than nice. In fact, it reminds me a lot of another fragrance that I used to have. It is, to me, to my nose, is very, very similar to Café Chantant from Noble in 1942. They smell so similarly. It's kind of that nutty, amaretto, kind of soft kind of scent. I don't even know how to describe it. It's a little bit sweet. It's very soft. It's very nutty. It almost feels like there is amaretto in here. Not really toffee. I'm not getting toffee, but sandalwood. Definitely there is a lot of sandalwood in here. So it is very smooth, very creamy. It's light. It's quite light. This is not a strong scent, but that's not why I didn't like it. It's just, it seems a little boring. Honestly, I expected something more from it. It's just a little boring to me. And I know that, when I had Café Chantant, I rarely reached for it, just not the type of scent profile that I reach for. That's why I decluttered it. So I know right away that because they're so similar, and to my nose, they're extremely similar, I am not going to reach for this one either. So I am left not hating it by any means. It's a lovely scent, but I am left quite underwhelmed. So this one, unfortunately, I'm considering a bit of a fail. Next, I purchased a fragrance from Armani Prive. Up to now, before this scent, I only had one other fragrance from Armani Prive. It was Pivot Suju. It's a great light summer fragrance, but a while back, maybe a couple months ago, I went to one of our department stores and I was testing Armani Prive collection, which I did prior to that, maybe a year and a half ago, and I wasn't really impressed with anything. Nothing really stood out to me, but when I tested it again, there was one scent that really stood out to me and I had to get it. So this definitely was not a blind buy. I tested it first and it is Bleu Turquoise. Of course, the bottle here is gorgeous. I mean, absolutely gorgeous. And I purchased the 50 ml. I didn't see the need to have the huge 100 ml. So there you go. I mean, the bottle is to die for. It's so cute. It's so beautiful. The color is just amazing. Now, if you watched my declutter video, one of the fragrances that I decluttered was Kenzo World Power. And I mentioned in that video that the reason for that was because I found another fragrance that gave me a similar vibe, that put me in a similar mood, but I liked a little bit more. That's why I was decluttering World Power. Well, this is the fragrance that I was referring to, because to me, although they're in no way dupes or identical, no, but they do have similar qualities. Like I said, they put me in a similar type of mood. So that's why World Power left. So what is this fragrance about? So here we have salt, incense, black pepper, ylang ylang, cypriol oil, jasmine, vanilla, moss, and sandalwood. And to me, this is a salty vanilla. This is really a salty vanilla. It has such great freshness about this scent. It does have a bit of smokiness. So I can see that incense and maybe even a bit of spiciness that black pepper here. They're not overwhelming in any way, but they are present here. So there is a touch of spiciness and a touch of smokiness. Yeah, I am not really getting florals in here. Basically, it's a salty vanilla with an edge. I think that's how I would describe it, because the scent definitely smells more complex than just salty vanilla. You can definitely tell that there are a lot of other small nuances surrounding that salty vanilla. It is definitely more complex than just salt and vanilla. But, overall feel from it is that. So it's a beautiful scent. It really is. I like it now, but I have a feeling that I'm going to like something like this even more in the summer. I gravitate towards the scents that have salt in them more during warm weather. So I think it will be even better then. But this one, again, this is a great buy. And so we're left with the last fragrance in this haul. This was a blind buy. And actually, it wasn't a blind buy so much as it was a Christmas gift. from my husband to me. Of course, I chose it. And I just really wanted to try this fragrance. Don't know, didn't know much about it, but somehow it piqued my interest. This is from a new, I think, Turkish niche house called Unique Luxury. I think that's what it's called. The fragrance is Crush on Me. So here's the outside packaging, really beautiful packaging, sturdy. This outside sleeve is really hard to take off. I finally managed to take it off. So here is the box. We open it up. Box is very tightly closed as well. This is some serious packaging. Okay, here's the inside. There is this beautiful envelope. I mean, everything is such high quality. I just have to show you the details because it's very thick. It's very sturdy. There is a card inside. Actually, there are a couple of cards. Just beautifully done, beautifully done. Anyways, let me show you the bottle now, finally. Here it is. So let's take it out of the box. Okay, finally we're done with the packaging. Here's the bottle. So what is this fragrance about? Here we have lime, ginger, floral notes, caramel, and patchouli. This scent is not for everyone. That's for sure. Not everyone is going to like it. I love it. I love it. This is gorgeous. This is so, so beautiful. And it is so addictive to me. I absolutely love it. Mostly this scent is really about patchouli and caramel. That's mostly what I'm getting. Yes, there is a little bit of ginger. Yes, there is a little bit of lime. So there is a touch of freshness, and there is a touch of that kind of zing that typically comes from ginger, but mostly patchouli and caramel. But again, this is done in such a great way. This is one of those scents to me where you have such simple notes and not a lot of notes, and yet the way they are combined together just creates something magical, creates something special where, you know, just reading the notes doesn't do it justice. Yes, it is mostly about patchouli and caramel with, like I said, a bit of a lime and ginger, but it smells a lot more complex. It smells a lot more beautiful than the notes would suggest. This fragrance is such high quality. I mean, you can smell the high quality in this fragrance. It is absolutely intoxicating. It is absolutely addictive. It is absolutely gorgeous. Of course, you have to like the note of patchouli to like this fragrance because patchouli is quite prominent. If you don't like that note, this is definitely not for you. And in general, I would say, in my opinion, this is not a safe blind buy. You have to try it, because even though, like I said, it is patchouli and caramel, but it's not similar to anything else. I mean, we have a number of other fragrances that feature these two notes, but this one doesn't smell like those fragrances. It really doesn't. This is a very much standalone fragrance, not similar to anything else that I have tried. In any case, you can see I'm gushing about this fragrance. I love it. This was my scent of the day on New Year's. Performance, by the way, is outstanding, absolutely outstanding. Lasts, projects, leaves a sillage, checks all the boxes. This is stunning. I absolutely love it. I'm so happy that I risked this blind buy and I got it. This is stunning, absolutely stunning. Of course, I'm extremely curious now to try others from this house, but you know, it's very challenging to get these fragrances here in Canada, but we will see. So far, I'm loving this one. So this was the last fragrance in this haul. Of course, I recently did a separate Xerjoff haul. I hope that you have watched it. If you haven't, I'm going to link it up here. So I did purchase a few Xerjoff fragrances as well, but I separated them into a separate video. I think they deserved it. I would love to know if you have purchased anything lately. Have you found any gems that I need to know about? Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please remember to give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you soon in the next video. Bye.